Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Jada Toys, we are featuring their Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, Chun Li. Alright, so this is a popular line of action figures. Jada Toys really won the hearts and minds of action figure collectors when they released this series earlier in 2023. I reviewed the Rue action figure, which is outstanding. And we have the Chun Li in front of us. I have yet to pick up the Fei Long and some of the other figures that have been released in Wave 2. Wonderful looking action figure. I got this at one of my local Targets months ago. It's just now that I'm getting around to it. The package design is outstanding. It's kind of odd because they kind of emulate an arcade cabinet, with the joysticks and the buttons. But Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, is actually a game that was developed for the Nintendo Switch way back in 2017. If you're a Street Fighter fan, you'll be familiar with all the different iterations of the game. There was originally Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter. The list goes on and on and on. But in this case, Jada Toys has the license for Ultra Street Fighter 2. And let's get started. This figure's been out for some time now, so chances are there's probably hundreds of reviews on this, but it's just now that I'm getting around to it. I really liked the Rue action figure, and then I think it was in either late 2021 or late 2022, there was the TMNT crossover with Street Fighter. And there were two packs. I can't remember what were the turtles, but I remember there was a Rue action figure done by Playmates and also a Chun Li figure done by Playmates. And both those figures were excellent. Oh man, first impressions. This figure looks outstanding. I love how they pull the backdrop from the arcade game and throw it in the background. This is a beautiful looking action figure. You get the alternate portrait with her screaming, a much more aggressive facial expression. Looks like there's a display base. It's not necessarily a display base for the figure, but more so for her special effects, like her Kikoken, her fireball. She comes with an alternate pair of hands. Alright, so like most people, I think a lot of fans were taken back at the quality of these figures. Jada Toys, they're more so known for their die-cast automobile toys. You'll often find them like in that same aisle where you can find like Matchbox and Hot Wheels. I actually have a small collection of Jada cars from the Fast and Furious movies. I also have some of their superhero stuffs, like I have a couple of Iron Mans and a Hulkbuster. But they've been dabbling in action figures for a little bit. Some of you might recall them doing their classic movie monster inspired line. But this Chun Li one, the quality is just fantastic. They there's one of the things that really caught my eye is the texture that's on her her dress. It's not just like a plain flat material. There's actually like an impression of a texture, so it seems like it's kind of like a true to life fabric. Likewise, the trim on her outfit, it's a nice relief, so it's kind of like a three-dimensional detail that you actually feel. The face is exceptional, really well done. The color choice, I think, is really spot on. And this really captures her iconic look from the popular Street Fighter II video game. Yeah, it's such an outstanding toy line. It kind of surprised me, you know, just how excellent in terms of quality that these figures are. They're very posable. You can like emulate a lot of the fighting game poses. You know, if you want to do her spinning bird kick, you could. I love the material also. It's a very soft, thin, rubbery material. It's kind of like on par with Bandai Namco's Tekken line of action figures. Like some of the material used there feels very much like the plastics used on these toys. But yeah, it's wonderful. The facial sculpt's great. The articulation is very nice. You know, it allows you to like recreate a lot of the poses from the video game. And it's just nuts to me that a video game I played way back in high school is still around to this day. You know, I'm a big fan of Street Fighter. You know, I've been playing the recent game a lot on my PS5. Way back in the day, this is how hardcore I was. When Street Fighter Champion Edition came out on the PC Engine in Japan, I bought the import version and an adapter just so I could play it on my TurboGrafx. Because at the time, Street Fighter was only on the SNES and on the Sega Genesis. But I really wanted to play as the boss characters. And at that point, Super Street Fighter wasn't out on the SNES yet. But the PC Engine in Japan had Champion Edition. So I shelled out the money. My brother and I, we shelled out the money and got like an adapter and imported Champion Edition. But yeah, this is a great figure. It's awesome. And for a comparison, here is the SH Figure Arts Chun Li. I purchased this used, so I don't have all the accessories, but the main figure is intact. You're paying a pretty premium for these SH Figure Arts figures. This is an older figure that's been out of print for a long time, and the Street Fighter figures on the secondary market for the SH Figure Arts stuff, they always command ridiculous prices. So that's the nice thing about the Jada Toys. It's a nice alternative, a nice affordable alternative. If you're looking for Street Fighter figures, you know, you have kind of very few options. You have the Storm collectibles, which are incredibly expensive as well. You have the SH Figure Arts. And then I think some other companies, like maybe, I think Yamaguchi and Mafex maybe dabbles in Street Fighter, but I might be wrong on that. But yeah, we have two different versions of Chun Li here. We have the SH Figure Arts on the right, and the Jada one on the left. The Jada one, in my opinion, is the clear winner. It's such a really well-developed action figure. The SH Figure Arts one, the posability is ridiculous. You could like make it do anything, but there's just something about this one. I think the overall visual aesthetic of it is really nice. It's a nice modern interpretation of a very classic character. I think that has a better head sculpt. It's put together a lot nicer. Yeah, so it's definitely well worth the purchase. If you're a fan of fighting games, if you're a fan of Street Fighter, and you come across this figure, you know, you won't be disappointed. It's excellent. The entire Jada toy line so far has been stellar. I've seen that some people have some of the later waves, and I'm not sure how they've come across getting those. The only things I have in hand are the ones that are available just in brick and mortar retail. So far I've only seen the Ryu, the Fei Long, and the Chun Li. So hopefully in due time the other assortments will hit major retail, and I'll grab those. But for now, I'm pretty stoked on these figures. And it's kind of crazy that we got these kind of like, short on the tail end of like when Playmates released their collab with TMNT. So it's kind of nuts that we got 2 new Chun Li figures like within a year of each other. Alright, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.